Hey
Hey!
everybody, welcome back. We're back again and opening some more packs for y'all, and it's wild because we've been recording these ahead of time a lot lately so that we can have more content rolling out on a more regular basis. And when we recorded our last video 2 weeks ago in our time, which by the time this comes out will be more than that, like the coronavirus was a thing. It was a thing in China, and that was the only place that it was.
And now it's everywhere.
And now it's everywhere, and the whole world has changed, and everything is shut down. And I kind of regret that we didn't do a few videos along the way as it was happening, as like a weird kind of chronology of like, this was a slice of life, you know? Like, it's unreal. It's something that I can't point to a point in history when this happened in the U.S., you know? Like, I would imagine the 1920s, polio. I would have to imagine that was probably the last time, because none of the epidemics or the viruses that come out of my lifetime became this. You know, they became things that were talked about on the news, but that never touched our lives really. This one not only touched our lives, it completely affected everything. Everything has affected our jobs, our communities, all of it. And with that in mind, we are going to cope by opening up packs of Pokemon cards and trying to get Mewtwo and Mew.
So this will be your coronavirus entertainment.
Yeah, jeez.
While you're in quarantine.
Hopefully by the time this video has come out, it's already kind of turned a corner for most people.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be weird. Our videos that upload during a lot of the peak of this, what I think will be the peak of this, are going to be like, have nothing, that we won't even be talking about it, you know? It's just so weird.
Should you do the Guardians? Right?
That's open for trade. I'm trading that right now, so for other things, other paths we might take. Some Prism energy, actually. And yeah, so on a completely not serious note, I'm hoping to get Mewtwo and Mew, like at least one more copy, but I really want to get some Garchomp and Giratinas as well, so I'm hoping that we find that today, and I hope we find ourselves.
Yes.
But, yeah. Alright, and this is pack number 2. So far, nothing of any real value. Oh, actually, almost maybe more than Garchomp and Giratina. Interestingly, a card that I would have thought everybody would be trying to get rid of because it wasn't that good when it came out. But Rowlet and Alolan Dugtrio, tag team. Really good in the format right now. Oh, our first tag team GX! It's Espeon and Deoxys. Not super playable, but I'm glad we got it. You know, if you play this in Expanded and use Skyfield to get 8 Pokemon in your bench, you can do 220 damage. 8 times 30 is, I'm sorry, 250 damage. Because it's 30 times 8, 240 plus 10, 250 damage. That's pretty huge. I actually could see that, and even using it in like a Mewtwo and Mew deck with Skyfield, I could see that. That's pretty fun. And yeah, Cross Division GX is not so hot, but that's okay. You're using it more for the Bane attack. There are other GX attacks that you would be much more likely to use. And with that done, boy, let's savor these openings. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I made a couple of trades today on the trade. Oh, hey! Garchomp and Giratina, my first one, and it's a full art. Oh my god, this opening could not be going any better. Earlier today, and you can find this on Dangerous Direct's Twitch channel from probably weeks ago after this video is uploaded, but earlier today I was on Dangerous Direct's live stream while he was opening up packs, and Joanna was napping, and he opened up 19 packs in a row before he got a hyper or an ultra rare out of Sword and Shield. I've opened it up 5, and I've gotten 2, 5 or 6, and I've gotten 2. It's just been insane so far. I have all the luck. I'm sorry, Derek. I'm sorry. Anyway, Garchompa Giratina, it's got linear attack for a colorless energy. It does 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It's a nice starter attack. Or it's decent. You know, it's adequate. Calamitous Slash, though, this is where it's at. Psychic Fighting, colorless. Does 160. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has damage counters on it, this does 80 more damage. You use this with Distortion Door Giratina. And Distortion Door Giratina, whenever you play it on your bench, you put damage counters out on your opponent's Pokemon. All you gotta do is get 1 damage counter on one Pokemon. It gives 4. And then this attack for 3 energy is doing 240 damage to them, base. Then there's GG and GX, which is 2 Psychics and a Fighting. I thought this set was going to go into the last set of Sun and Moon, by the way, because GG the end. Like, this is the end. Anyway, discard one of your opponent's Pokemon, all cards attached to it. If you have at least 3 extra fighting energy attached, which you almost certainly won't.
Gosh.
You would not. But if you did, discard 2 of your opponent's Pokemon instead, which is pretty wild. But mostly you're here for this move right here, Calamitous Slash. You don't even want to be using this, really, but you can. You can if you don't have your Giratina ready. This is an awesome card. I am super happy to have pulled it. I am very, very happy with this already. And yeah, that was 5 packs in. I was right. Unbelievable. I'm going to have a drink of water and it's going to cool myself off. Thank you, Levani, for breaking that chain. It would be too much to get too many ultra rares so early, you know. The weird thing about Derek getting only 1 card in 19, and then he did 6 more, he got the 25, and he was like, I'm done, because he only got 1 out of 25 openings, is that Sword and Shield as a set actually has a higher pull rate than any Sun and Moon set did, than any set that's had ultra rares in it. Latios GX is an amazing card. I only think I need 1 copy for what I'm doing with it. But yeah, what makes it amazing, the ability is supposed to limit it, but you can use cards that limit abilities, although you pair this with Mewtwo and Mew, so you don't want to shut off abilities, because Mewtwo and Mew is all about its own ability to copy other moves. But anyway, you need to have at least 4 Pokemon, or at least 5 Pokemon in play, because otherwise you can't attack. But it has Tag Purge, which does 120, a Psychic Double Colorless, 120 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Tag Team Pokemon. You shut down Reshizard, you shut down Pikarom, you shut down other Mewtwo and Mew tag teams. Tag Purge is nuts. The only thing is now a Zacian V, it's not as nuts, but yeah. Anyway, the other ability is Clear Vision GX, which just everybody... You use your GX attack to stop them from ever using any GX attacks for the rest of the game, including the card that allows you to use multiple GX attacks for a particular Pokemon. They're done. So, I mean, mostly you're going to be using Tag Purge, and you're going to be using it with Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team. My god, that was 8 packs in, and I've got 3. I am so sorry, Derek. I have stolen all your luck. I was feeling that. I'm not gonna lie.
Feeling this one.
It's too much. Don't worry. It's just gonna be a holo, just a regular holographic. Dark City, basic dark Pokemon of no retreat cost. That's nice to have. Great Potion. Oh my god! Mega Sableye and Tyranitar.
I said it.
You called it. Are we 10? We're 10 in. We're 10 packs in, and we've gotten 4 ultra rares. This, by the way, is a full art. It looks almost like an alternate art, but I think it's a full art. This card's awesome. It's great. Greedy Crush does 210. You need to have 4 dark energy in a colorless. If your opponent's GX or EX is knocked out, you take an extra prize card, which is really cool. It's hard to get that, but in expanded with Dark Patch, it's not as hard, and there's pieces you have to use. Sableye GX that moves the dark energy around. I believe it's Sableye GX. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll realize it if I'm not, because I'll probably pull it too in this opening. I think it's in the same set. That's wild. Oh, and it's got Gigafall GX, which I mean, 250 for all this energy, and then if you have at least 5 extra energy, you discard the top 15 cards of your opponent's deck. It'd be insane if you could pull it off, but I don't know how you would. I have no idea how you would do that. Anyway, so that's 10 packs, 4 ultra rares, 1 every 2.5 packs. I promise you that will not be the case for the rest of this opening. We're gonna have some dud times, probably between pack number 30 and pack number 12. That's usually the bad spot, where we just don't get anything. Alright, let's see what we got. Another reset stamp. Plenty of those. They are banned and expanded, I believe. I was worried. I thought I might get it again. It's been a lot. Everything's been a lot lately. It's a crazy world. Made more crazy by an inept leadership. That's so weird too, because between the last video that we recorded, it was literally, I think, 2 weeks to the day that I recorded that other video. In that time, oh, tag switch, nice. Trump has said that this will all blow over and it'll be no big deal and not to worry and just go about your lives as usual. And then flipped to 180 and said, wait, this is really serious. Oh my god! I just got the Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX Hyper Rare card. This opening is insane. This opening is bonkers right now. I cannot believe what I'm looking at on my screen right now. I cannot even fathom this.
Smash that like button.
Holy crap. Perfection allows you to use the attacks of any GX or EX Pokemon in your bench or on your bench or in your discard pile. Oh my god. Wow. Wowie dowie. And then Miraculous Duo is sweet because you do 200, and then if you have at least 1 extra energy, you just gotta accelerate with like Malamar and do some other tricks. Actually, most decks don't even use Malamar for this. But anyway, you prevent all damage from your heal all damage from your Pokemon. I guess that's not that great. 200 guaranteed is nice. Oh man, that is unfreaking believable. Everything about this video is already like delivered. We were 15 packs in and we've pulled 5 ultra rares. We're still at 1 out of every 3 packs with an ultra rare. I don't understand why the algorithm loves me so much, but it clearly favors me over everyone else. Like it clearly does. I get all of the rewards. I don't know why. I'm really sorry, Derek. There's that Golisopod. That's a cool ability. 2 or fewer energy cards you can retreat without cost. That's pretty sweet. And you can move energy around with the washout. Is it Swamp? It's not Swampert. No, it's a water Pokemon. It is.
Palpitoad?
No, it's a water Pokemon that's kind of it's got 1 evolution. It evolves once. Quagsire, I believe. I think so. It might be. No. It's not in this set either. It's a couple sets back from this. I'm sorry I forgot. I'm sorry. still trying to remember what it... I don't think I have the right Pokemon in mind. I don't know. Well, we're in that spot that I said we were going to get all a bunch of duds. And frankly, like, we've been getting way too much anyway, so...
I bet you anything you're going to get another gold card.
Are there gold cards? There are gold cards in every set, so yeah. It wouldn't... It would be... It would be me. It would be me.
Mr. King of Gold.
That was... I got 3 or 4 out of the Hidden Fates opening 100 packs. That was an awesome video. That was phenomenal. Oh my god! And another Umbreon and Darkrai GX. Not an amazing card, but it's a cool card. And it's a useful card. Yeah. Trainer locking them.
You have 3 of them, baby.
Yes. Yep, I do. Ain't no thing.
Can I have one?
Absolutely.
Yay! Can I have that?
Can I have it like that? You got it like that. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh man. Oh shoot. That's just the weirdest looking card. So yeah, we're still way ahead of the curve here right now. We're sitting at 6 hits, including the Rainbow Rare Mewtwo and Mew. I don't even have the ability to, like, speak about that. That is just unbelievable.
The Dunny eating a little beer.
That's cute. Oh, man. Sun and Moon had some great art, man. There's no doubt. Another reset stamp.
Garchomp.
Avenging Aura. The attacks do 80 more, so in theory you could do 200 damage for 2 energy. If you're losing the prize race, being able to do 200 damage for 2 energy is sweet. Even if it does cost you a stage 2, which is not as easy to come by. They did reprint Rare Candy. I wasn't expecting that personally, but I'm glad they did. I'm glad that they're slowly realizing they've printed some newer cards in Sword and Shield to help stage 2s, and I fundamentally appreciate that. The new there is a new... It's the starter that you picked.
Oh,
from Sword and Shield. Sobble evolves
Sobble.
into the one with the sniper.
That's the 3rd one.
Yeah. Right, that's the one I'm trying to think of. Inteleon. There's a new Inteleon that really helps stage 2s as well in Sword and Shield, so... They're finally figuring it out. Stage 2s have been really neglected in the meta. It's really hard to make them work. And yeah, we are in that zone of 30. It was like pack number 35, I think, that we got the Mewtwo and Mew, or 33 maybe, 34. And then it was like pack 26. Oh my god, another Garchomp and Giratina GX. Unbelievable.
So pretty.
It is a gorgeous... I like this better than the full art. This is my favorite version of this card. It's
like...
Yeah, they're like... It looks so majestic.
Yeah.
It looks so majestic. And when we watch PTCG Radio, he loves this card. He doesn't care for Giratina, but he loves Garchomp. It's one of his favorite Pokemon. I'm not as wild about Garchomp. It's okay. I love Giratina, so we both have different reasons to love this card. This is his favorite card this is his favorite tag team for sure. It's just such an awesome card, and now I can finally start to put the pieces together on a deck. I think I need 3 for a true deck with it, but god, unbelievable! 2 Garchomp and Giratinas, Mewtwo and Mew tag team, a slew of other cards. We got Espeon and Deoxys. We got an Umbreon and Darkrai. What else did we get? Oh, we got Tyranitar and Mega Sableye. Just insane! Just insane. I thought we had another. No. I know. I can't say enough about how much this game loves me. But I think if that's it, if I've just got those 6, then actually we're right around the hit rate that we would expect from a booster box. To be completely honest. I don't know how. Naganadel GX! Oh man! It's got Ultra Conversion, which is great. Draw support, especially if you're going to put this into a deck that's using Ultra Beasts, like Blacephalon. This is like you could put this as a one-off just for that ability, just to be able to discard your Ultra Beast from your hand and then draw 3 cards. It's got Venom Shot, which Psychic 3, Colorless Energy. You could use, I think, triple Acceleration Energy because he's an evolution. So you could get a Psychic out one turn, and then next turn put the triple Acceleration Energy and use this ability. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon, you just throw away the trip. And then this attack does 170 to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so you could hit Dedenne on the bench and knock it out. That's awesome. Get 2 prizes. Injection GX, Lightning Energy, add a card from your opponent's discard pile to their prize cards face down. That's a cute little cheap gimmick, but mostly here for the ability, possibly the Venom Shot. Awesome card. So great. Yeah, I'm now ahead of the curve. I'm ahead of the pull rate. That's 7, right? That's 7? I think it's 7. I know it's not less than 7. It's possible that I'm missing 1 and we have 8, but I think it's just
8.
Full art. Rowlet and Alolan Executor. Is this the alternate art?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, isn't he just a little cutie? Oh my god, I can't believe I got this card too. It's another one I wanted. Oh my gosh. I can't even...
Nugget.
It is a nugget. So what we've got here with this Pokemon, Super Growth, no energy cost. All the Alolans during Sun and Moon era, fun fact if you didn't know, they all came with one starter attack that costs no energy to use. And then they put this little symbol. Everybody used Beacon with Alolan Vulpix for that reason, and then some people even used Alolan Ninetales to block attacks from EX and GX Pokemon. And it was such a nightmare to play against. Still is. Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your grass Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon and evolve it. If that Pokemon is now a Stage 1 Pokemon, search your deck for a Stage 2 Pokemon and evolve it from that Pokemon and put it onto it. Then shuffle your deck. So great to get your grass Pokemon evolved so quickly. In fact, you could get 2 Stage 2s in one turn. You could use a Rare Candy to evolve one, then use this attack and evolve another one and have 2 Stage 2s that you didn't have by the time of your next turn. Just so great. It's so hard to make Stage 2s work, and I love this card for that. It's seen tons of play. Calming Hurricane does 150 and heals 30 for 2 grass and a colorless. Not amazing. Not amazing. It's here to set up. Tropical Hour GX, though, 3 grass energy, 200 damage. If this Pokemon has at least 3 extra energy attached to it, your opponent shuffles all energy from their Pokemon into their deck. That's cute. It's not bad. It's not a bad attack at all, but I think Super Growth is what really makes this card. Because you could do this the first... if you go second on your first turn, you can use Super Growth and get a Stage 2. And that's just awesome. And there are now Stage 2s like the new Monkey Pokemon that I play. He's my starter. I picked him. You picked Sobble, and I picked Grookey, and he is now in Rillaboom. The new Rillaboom. People are rocking that with that Alolan action. Avenging Aura, yup. It's that Garchomp. 8. The Royal Blades Garchomp was like that theme deck took theme decks to a new level. Oh man. I thought man alive. Yeah, so out of the booster box, essentially the first 36 packs, I always keep that as a metric in my head. I pulled 8 ultra rares, and like none of them were bad. 4 of them were exactly what I was looking for. I legitimately, I did not expect that at all in this video. I did not. Even knowing my pull rate, I expected to get 1 ultra rare, maybe if I was lucky 2 of the ones that I was looking for. I did not expect. I did not expect that at all. But I do expect this.
No.
I was trying to call my shot. No, we're.
I say this one.
You called it earlier tonight. Let's see if you can go 2 for 2. I've been bad lately at calling mine, like super bad. Oh, more Avenging Aura. I think I have more than a playset of Garchomp Avenging Aura and of many different types. In other more fun news, Joanna and I have been playing The Sims 4, and we purchased the most expensive penthouse, or we're renting out the most expensive penthouse in San Myshuno. I love that name because Myshuno has been a Simish word since like the first Sims game, and it's awesome. And Derek has a room there, and Joanna's best friend Megan has a room there, and it's a great time. It really is.
Yeah, you just quit your job.
Yeah, I had finished the author career all the way to the max, and I like have tons of bestsellers, and I'm just an amazing writer. And I decided to do the tech guru role, just because it's got really cool items, and I wanted to change of pace. Joanna is a celebrity chef. She is all the way at the top of the culinary world, and we're planning to hang on. I called that one. Caldeo GX is another amazing card, and this is my second one. Oh, so great. Yeah, the reason everybody plays this is for Pure Heart. Prevents all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's GX or EX. In Expanded, that's amazing. In Standard, it's still really good because Reshizard and Pikarom are still dominating the format.
Is that the one that Alola Ninetales?
Kind of, yeah, matches Alola Ninetales because it blocks damage from all these, it's that same ability. And then it's got Sonic Edge, which is, like, that's not why you play it, but you need to have some kind of damage output while you're blocking them from hurting you. It does 110 damage, 2 water, and a colorless. And it does, the nice thing about the 110 damage is, one, it is still affected by weakness, so hitting Reshizard for 220 base without any modifiers. 2, not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So if they used an attack that prevents all damage, like Mewtwo and Mew's GX attack, you can still use this to hit it. This Caldeo is the antithesis of Mewtwo and Mew. And it's got Resolute Blade GX, 50 damage, same energy cost, 50 times the amount of damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if they have a bunch of Pokemon on their bench, you are just rocking them. Especially if you're not using that Sudowoodo that stops them from having a lot of bench Pokemon. So yeah, we got 9 Ultra Rares out of this, and I don't expect any more. But if we do get some, it'll be awesome. And yeah, Joanna's a celebrity chef. She's planning on actually stepping down from that role to open a bakery, which is awesome. Derek, Dangerous Drek, I had him in the doctor career, but it was like tedious to micromanage it because diagnosing is hard. So I moved him. He's on his way to being a world famous athlete. And then Megan is a renowned artist. She's fully leveled up her painting. She does a bunch of freelance work and she makes tons of money. And oh, Heatran GX. All right, we hit 10 in this opening. 1 for 5. Burning Road is, it's an ability that's really great. You move it. If you move it to your active Pokemon, you can move any number of fire energy from your other Pokemon to it. It's just like the Solgaleo GX from Guardians Rising? Or is it Burning Shadows? I think it was Guardians Rising. Steaming Stomp does a 130 for 2 fire and a colorless, and Hot Burn GX does 50 times the amount of fire energy attached to this Pokemon. It's a great tech to throw into your Reshizard decks. You get it into the active to deal out some damage and to protect your Reshizards. And you can just immediately move energy onto it. And with Welder and everything else, it's so easy to do. It's awesome. Yeah. So these last 3 are just like for funsies. Like, I definitely am not getting any more. 10...
Gold card. Gold card. Gold card.
You did call a gold card, but it's not happening, I'm afraid. Ooh, reverse Tank Switch. That's pretty sweet. Tank Switch is great. I really made a jump in the cards that I needed from this set. Let me tell you. Reverse Breloom. Were you expecting it? Were you feeling it? Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
Yes.
No, we had a killer opening. Like, I can't even like put into words how phenomenal this was. I cannot, and so this next opening means nothing. Oh man, you hope, you always hope, but no, that was sick. That was unbelievable. I'm super glad.
You just have all the luck.
I have all the luck. 10 hits, including Mewtwo and Mew, including 2 Garchomp and Giratinas, 1 a full art, including Alolan Executor and Rowlet and Alolan Executor. I can't remember which order it goes in. And including a bunch of others. Just a ton of good stuff. Keldeo GX. All that. I am so happy. This is a great video. Really took my mind off of things. And I'm super glad that you were able to join us again for another edition
Of Live from Lavender Town.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.